me, fish, for ugly red source of all evil. And I'm doing a tag video that I was not tagged for. Nobody's tagged me to do this, but I found it very interesting, and I figured I would tag myself. Now, it's called My Life in Music, and I believe, now, go ahead and put in the comments if you know, that a YouTuber named Jvon Zombie started this Life in Music tag thing. So, if that's correct, then I have to give him or her. I've never seen her hit their channel, so I don't know, much less any of their videos. Never heard of them, to tell you the truth. But anyway, so yeah, they started it, but as far as I know, none of my subscribers have done one of these videos. If you have, go ahead and put a comment with your link to your video, and I'll watch it. But if you haven't done it, I'm probably going to tag a couple of my subscribers at the end of this video, also in the description. But anyway, this is basically a tagging video, which is called My Life in Music. And once again, if any of you who are subscribed to me, or I subscribe to, or whatever, if you've already done this, go ahead and let me know in the comments with the link to that video. So, let's start it off. The first question, as you can see, I'm looking up there because I got it all typed up in a little notebook thingy on my computer. So, anyway, it says, what was your first single that you bought? Alright, the first single, it's not album, it's single. Shoot, that was a long time ago. Back in the 70s, the little 45 LPs, it was probably the Detroit Rock City from Kiss, which on the B-side had Beth, I believe, which became the more popular song. So yeah, that's probably, I mean, so long ago, back in the 70s, so, you know, could be off on which one it was that I got first, but I'm pretty sure it was a Kiss single. Alrighty, the next question was, what was the first song you shared with your boyfriend, girlfriend, or partner? This would probably be with my ex-wife, because any girlfriends that I had prior, I don't remember actually sharing my music interest and all that with them. But I don't remember the exact song, but I believe I got her into this band, and they are Nightwish, which is a really good band. And this was from when Tarja Turunen, I know I'm butchering that name, was the singer. And shit, what was that song? I know it was Nightwish, and it was one of the Tarja songs. Shit, I can't remember for the life of me what song it was. But anyway, so to make a short story long, what was the first song you shared with your boyfriend, girlfriend, or partner? And it was a Nightwish song. I just can't remember. Alright, the next one is artist that you would sleep with, or alternate version of the question is your first musical crush. Well, that's a hard question to answer, because there's a lot of hot chicks back in the music world there that I would have totally loved to just bang. Yeah, I know that sounds creepy and raunchy, but that's me. As of right now, it's probably both the chicks from Butcher Babies. I mean, they are so freaking hot, it's just unbelievable. The next one is the song you hate the most. That's another hard one because there's a lot that I hate. Um, Most any rap hip hop song I'm not going to like because I just don't like that genre of music. Personally, my opinion, I don't consider it entertaining or music really for that matter. I'm not trying to start any kind of music wars or race wars, you know, or whatever, since the majority of rap and hip hop tends to be the black population. Um, I just don't like that style of music, regardless of the race of the person who makes that particular music. Um, but as far as in the genres that I like, which is mostly metal, hard rock, and rock, um, anything from Limp Bizkit, I really don't like. The only one song from them that I actually like is their cover of Behind Blue Eyes from The Who. Except for that stupid little speak and say, I guess that's the name of that toy, where L-I-M-P, you know, whatever, you know. That part of the song, that was just fucking stupid and didn't even need to be in the song. I mean, it was a cover, but still. So yeah, it have to be that. What got you into the music that you love today? Well, that's heavy metal. So, what got me into it? Well, excuse me. Kiss is not really a heavy metal band, but they have influenced lots of heavy metal artists, and they were who I was obsessed with as a child. Obviously, Black Sabbath came out, you know, in the late 60s, early 70s, so a little bit before Kiss. And I was into them too, but I was more into Kiss. As far as genre goes, Black Sabbath is actually more metal than Kiss is. So, if we're going to go by the genre I love, which is metal, what got me into it would be Black Sabbath, even though I listen to Kiss most of the time, and because of them, got even into more hard rock and metal, I guess. So, well, scratch the Black Sabbath thing. It's got to be Kiss, because if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't have even tried to bother with the rest of the type of music. So, anyway, and the next one is, what was your first album you bought with your own money? Again, that's a hard one. My own money. Well, if you consider allowances as your own money, it was probably one of them Kiss singles that I was talking about. That's the first question. Yeah, it would have to be one of those little single LPs. I couldn't really remember which one is the very first one I bought, but there we go. Okay, the next question is the album that you could listen to the most. I could listen to a lot of what I like the most. I mean, over and over and over again. A lot of this that I just never got tired of and never will. Albums by Coast, albums obviously by Cradle Filth, which is one of my all-time favorite bands ever, and of course Kiss. Septic Septic Flesh, Moonspell, Tiamat, Slayer. So many bands that I love. I mean, it's hard to pinpoint who I could listen to the most, or what album I could listen to the most. Most of them I could listen to and never get tired of. Let's just put it that way. Okay, question number 8 is your favorite soundtrack. Favorite soundtrack. Another hard one because I got so many. I guess for a soundtrack that actually has music, songs and stuff, not score, but artists and things, or or just songs in general, probably be the Rocky Horror Picture Show soundtrack. And as far as score soundtracks, whoa, there's so many. It's my God, can't think of anything. So many to choose from. Scores. I mean, horror movie scores, definitely. So it's got to be something in the horror movie genre. I just can't think of. I mean, I like so many. I can't just pinpoint one. I mean, yeah. Another question that I couldn't just straightforward answer. Alrighty. Next question is the song you dance to with your other half. Well, first of all, I don't have another half, unfortunately. I'm still single. That sucks, but such is life. As far as dancing, I don't dance. I didn't even dance at my wedding with my ex. So, unless you count mosh, throwing in a mosh pit or something as dancing, that'd be my version of dancing, I guess. But there's no songs that I could dance to because I don't dance. Other than moshing, it would be just any hard, heavy fucking metal. That'll be it. One of the best that I've heard in a long time. That's just fucking, crunchy and shit like that. Oh, sorry, got itchy scratchies here. It's not too recent. It's a little bit older song, but it's from Exodus, and it's called "War Is My Shepherd," and it has a good crunching beat. I just done it's a Symphony of Death beat, but that wasn't. But yeah, "War Is My Shepherd's got a good crunch thing going for it, and Hypocrisy. Peter Tagcrin's Hypocrisy band. Oh, they've got a shitload of fucking riffing shit. So that's some awesome shit. Alrighty. And number 10, what song do you secretly like that gets you moving? I'm assuming that's similar to a song that you dance. I mean, or headbanging. I guess in my case it'd be secretly like that gets me headbanging. I don't know. Nothing I really secretly like that I'm just all into it, all that. I mean, there are songs and artists and bands that I listen to that may be considered secretly, but they're not really because most people know I like them, like Tori Amos, PJ Harvey, Johnny Cash, excuse me, Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. I mean, stuff that's away from my genre of what I mostly like. So, but as far as gets you moving, I don't know. Oh, by the way, I'm going to post these questions in my description, just so if you want to do your own video, whether you're tagged by me or not, you can. And I don't know if we should, but I mean, like I said, I went ahead in the beginning of the video, and I'm going to put in my description that Jvon zombie person, who I believe is the originator of this little tag thing. So, got to give him props and credit, I'm not trying to steal this. I'm just wanting to throw in my version because I like it. I like the concept. So, all right, back to the questions. Number 11, what was the first ever gig you went to? Ooh, if I'm not mistaken, it had to have been Barry Manilow with my mom because she wanted to see it, not me. First real concert that I can remember is Dio back on the Sacred Heart tour in the 80s. And after Dio, there's shitloads of concerts after that. So, real that I'm into, Dio, that I was forced to go to with my mom, Barry Manilow. Alrighty, and number 12, what was your favorite gig you've ever went to? So many. The Trans-Siberian Orchestra show was pretty awesome. But I guess I'd have to say It was a Cradle of Filth. I don't remember what tour they were doing on this one. This is when they had Gwar opening up for them, and Camp Kill Yourself, aka CKY. They opened up for Cradle of Filth, and I guess I don't remember which tour it was, but that's where I finally got to see Gwar, and this was before Odorous and the other guy. I can't remember his name. Well, Odorous is not the guy's real name. I think it's like Dave Brocky. Anyway, before they died, so I was fortunate enough to see them live. You know, well before their deaths, which sucks because you know they were great artists. So, but yeah, it had to be that one. Question 13: Who would you like to be on stage with? Well, Cradle of Filth. I mean, yeah, they're one of my all-time favorite bands. If not them, you know, Kiss is my ultimate favorite band. I mean, I got so many favorite bands, but Kiss is really up there, and so is Cradle of Filth. But I think Kiss is just a notch above Cradle of Filth. It's my favorite band simply because I grew up listening to and enjoying Kiss. So, and strange question here: what era would you like to have been born in? And I'm assuming because this is Life and Music, what music era would you like to have been born in? Granted, I'm more into heavy metal and hard rock and all that nowadays, or I mean, since my childhood. But for the era I would have liked to have been in musically, the 1950s, you know, when Jerry Lee Lewis, Elvis Presley, you know, all those kind of artists were, you know, just coming out. 50s and 60s, I would say, were just coming out. Would have loved to have seen them live or whatever. So that's that. And then the last question is, what albums are you looking forward to down the line? Well, honestly, this year, I think they said maybe September. There's a new Cradle of Filth album coming. I don't know the title yet. I heard there's a new Ghost album coming out. But I also heard that they've been having troubles as a band, members suing each other and things like that, and so I'm not even sure if they're still a band anymore, or if this new album, I think they've already recorded it, but if this new album is going to come out or not because of the internal struggles that is going on with the band. As far as other new albums coming out, I'm not sure. Oh, Iced Earth has got a new one coming out, Incorruptible. They got the titles, so they already announced it. It's Incorruptible. But as far as anybody else, I can't really think of anybody. So anyway, if you hadn't already done this and you feel like it, go for it. Be cool. You don't have to do it. I'm not forcing anybody, but Cashier One, the horror. Who else is subscribed? Well, anybody who I didn't mention, feel free to make you a video. And, you know, you don't have to mention that I tagged you or not, because if I literally didn't tag you, you know, what can you say? But we'll just say that I tagged everybody that I know. How's that? Again, you don't have to do it. Nobody has to do anything. So, just saying. Anyway, that's it for this 20-minute video. So, we'll see you next time.